What's going on, Sumolings? Thank you for joining us for another product walkthrough webinar. I am Lindsay, and I am joined by the team over at Agiled. Agiled is an all-in-one, white label-ready business management platform for managing clients, finances, projects, employees, and so much more. It is available right now for a lifetime deal starting at only $59. It's absolutely a steal. Before we dive into the product, I just want to first tell you a few things. One, if you have any questions about the tool, any questions about the deal, how to get set up, anything like that, go ahead and leave those questions down below the video in the Q&A box. We will circle back to those questions at the end of the walkthrough. The second thing, if you want to tell us a little bit about your business, about your use case, maybe where you're watching from, you can go ahead and do that in the chat room. I'd love to hear from you. And the third thing is that there will be a replay of this available. So if you need to step out, you can. Don't worry, you won't miss anything. All right. Thank you so much, Asad, for joining us today.
Thank you for inviting me to this webinar and giving this opportunity to talk to Sumolings.
Awesome. Sumolings are in the chat saying hello. They are from Belgium and from Australia, from all over. This is very exciting. We have some friends from Canada. I love it. All right. So when we have a request to have projects explained in a detailed way, so I'm going to go ahead and send you with that. Sumolings, if you have any questions, go ahead and leave those down below. All right. I'm going to pass this off to you.
Okay, great. So let me share my screen. So the first one we have to go is with the projects explanation. Or I can go through with the walkthrough.
You can do whatever you want, but when you get to the project section, they want a detailed explanation.
Okay, sounds good. So, first let's start. Let's say I'm an agency owner. So what will be my use cases and how I would like to use Agile. So I'll start with that. So let's say signed up from using AppSumo link, and I have signed up and I am now in. So first of all, what I would like to do is I can create a client for my business. So I can just click this plus icon and I can enter the required information here. Let's say my client is Elon Musk, luckily, maybe. So let's say I will enter his email. Only name and email is required for client. So now there's an option to send an invite to the client right away. So we have an option to control the preferences in the settings and email notifications as well, if you want to send the invite right away or not. And also you can control it here. So let's send an invitation as well to the client. So the client gets added and we can see all the information related to the client here, the projects, invoices, whatever they have in our system. And once the client gets the invite, they can log in to their client portal. So let's say I have a client portal logged in here, a client logged in here in another window. So this is what a client will see on their side. So they can see the projects that they have with me, and the tickets, they can request tickets, and they can see their invoices, pay them, they can see the estimates, and they can assign them, contracts, payments, items, everything. So let's go ahead. We can also create multiple contacts for a client. So we can create multiple clients here. We can also, if we want to edit the client, we can edit the information, delete it, everything we want to. And also, if you didn't send the invite in the start, you can send the invite again anytime through this button at the top right corner. But once they log in for the first time, so if they have logged in for once, you won't see this button again. So if they're not logged into the system, you'll see the invite button, and you can invite them anytime. Then comes the leads. It's similar to clients. You can create a lead very easily. The required fields are only company name, client name, and the client email. You can also assign them lead agents, lead source, anything. You can categorize them through tags, and you can convert. Let's say we have a lead with name don't know. We can add them. This company. So once we have added the lead, we can convert them into client. We can add a follow-up. We can edit them. We can view all the details. So for every lead, we have like proposals. For each lead, we can create multiple proposals. We can share files with them. And related to the leads, we can share all the files here and keep the files together at one place. We can also create follow-ups. If we need to follow up anytime, we can create a follow-up, and there's no restriction on the number of follow-ups you can create. So then comes the HRM. HRM is one of our powerful modules. You can manage your team here. Let's say I have 3 employees right now. We can create more employees. We can edit them. We can send the invite to if they have not logged in yet. So, and we can also, by clicking this button, we can create the employee, team ID, name, etc. The mandatory requirements, designation of the team are also required. So you can create, and you can also control if you want to send an invite right away or not. And then you can manage multiple teams. You can assign people to the team, and then designations like if someone is software engineer or someone is a salesperson or anything. You can control the attendance as well. The employees can log into their portal and they can manage their attendance as well as the admin has the ability to manage everything on his end too. So let's say this is an employee logged into the portal, to their portal. So for each client and for an employee, we have a dedicated portal. So clients can log into their portal, employees can log into their portal, employees can mark attendance, etc. So let's say this is one of our employees and he has clocked in the system. So anytime when the office time ends, they can simply clock out and their attendance will be marked in the system. So we can also control how much check-ins we allow in the system. Like they went out, they came back, and they checked in again. So you can control how many check-ins we want to allow in the settings. So this is the attendance section. You can manage everything about it, and you can manage holidays. You can create a holiday, and you can assign them to specific days. So they are not marked as absent days when payroll is when you do the payroll. So employees can also request leaves. You can manage the leaves as well. And then comes the payroll. You can manage for each. Let's go to the setting to explain this first. So for each to run payroll, we need to manage different salary groups. You can add tax slabs. You can manage tax slabs, etc. So, and based on that, this basic payroll system works. Let's go to the settings and see what settings do we have for payroll. So for we have compensation and deductions. You can create earnings and deductions. You can say if it's a fixed percentage or if it's a fixed amount. You can create, if you want to do deductions, if you want to add the compensation, you can manage the tax slabs. You can manage the salary groups. And also, right now we don't connect with TransferWise or any such payment gateway. It has to be done manually right now, but soon we will be connecting this payment to the TransferWise. So you can also automatically send the salaries through payment gateways. Then, so from here, you can manage the teammate salary. Like I have this employee, so I can say they have a basic salary of like 10,000 USD. And once done, we can update the salary. We can add the increment. We can add the decrement. So that will be total. Let's say we have added 1,000 increment. So the salary is increased to 11,000. So you can manage all the details here. Then we can manage the payroll from here. We can run the payroll. We have all the options here. If you want absent days at unpaid, you want to use attendance, you want to include expense claim, that they do from their portal. You want to add time loss to the salary, and then we can run it. So we have the salary generated for this person, and if you want to view it, we can view it. We can download the salary slip as well, and they can view this on their portal side as well. So then comes the projects. Regarding projects, we have options to create project categories and project templates. Once you create a project template, you can use that template to create your projects quickly. So let's say we have created this. When you try to create product, we have just 2 fields required there. You can add a project category here, and you can manage multiple things here. If you want your client to see the tasks of this project, you can check this box, this checkbox. And if you want to send the notification to the client on if changes happen to a task, you can check this checkbox. And if you want to allow your employees, like they can run their timer here. And if you want your employees to be able to manually time log it, you can use this checkbox. And also, if you want yourself to be added as a project member, you can do that. So let's say we have now, we need just project name and start date, create the project. You can manage the budget, currency, everything here. My internet is a bit slower, sorry for that. So let's say we have this content project. So we have all the details related to the project here, project budget, how was allocated. We can manage the milestones. We can see the progress here. We can see the members, the activities going on inside the project. So for each project, we have members. You can control if they are project admin. If they are project admin, they will be able to edit the details of the project, etc., and manage tasks, etc. You can add entire teams to the project. You can add a specific member to the project. You can create multiple milestones for a project. You can manage tasks, and you can see Gantt chart for a project. So all the tasks, etc., they are shown on the Gantt chart. And we have files. Every file related to a project can be stored here. And we have invoices. We have timesheet for all the time logs related to a project. We have here in the timesheet. We have also burn down chart to see that if the project is doing good or not. Expenses, etc., can be seen here. We have also the discussion board here with the project, so you can also chat with the team members through discussion board right now. So we don't have this available for the clients yet, but we will make it available for the clients too. So you can discuss over the project through discussion board with the client too. So we have also for each project, we have public Gantt chart available and as well as public task board available. So you can just copy this link and share with anyone you want to. So this is a public Gantt chart. You don't need to log in to see this. Also, this is a public task board. You can share this with anyone too. So both task board and Gantt charts can be public. So then individually you can manage all the tasks as well. Here you can create the task and you can manage all the details about the task. You can upload files to it. You can add comments, discussion. Even clients, when you have allowed client to view the task of a project, they can add the comments, etc. on the task. You can also manage the subtasks here, and You can send the reminder if your task is pending. You can send the reminders as well. So you can use this button to create tasks, and a few things are required for it. You can also manage dependable tasks. You can also repeating tasks you can manage as well. And then all the tasks are shown on the Kanban as well. We have this Kanban here. You can create new lists and you can drag and drop here and there. But right now we understand that for each project there must be a separate Kanban board. We have also requests for that, so we will introduce multiple Kanban boards, and for each product we will introduce multiple Kanban boards very soon. We are working on it right now. We have also a filters mechanism here, very powerful filter mechanism here. It works everywhere, so you can use these filters, anything you want to filter, and just need submit and the results will be filtered out. Then comes our, I hope, we do have the task calendar as well. You can see all the tasks on the calendar as well. And I hope the introduction, the project this introduction was detailed. Then comes our finance section. You can create estimates and send to your clients. So I don't, the client doesn't need to have the company name, so let's edit that. So we can create a client, an estimate here. I think there's some issue here, so no worries. Then we can create the invoices as well. We can choose a project if you want to invoice for the project. We can, and if you don't want to invoice for a project, you can also choose a specific client here. Also, we do allow for the recurring invoices. So they are like a subscription. If a client has subscribed for your invoice, that is a recurring. They will be automatically billed. So it works like a subscription. You can manage the frequency here, the interval here, and billing cycle here, and on the specific intervals, the invoices are automatically charged to the client. You can add multiple items. You can manage taxes for each line item, and then you have the power if you want to just save this invoice or save as well as email it to the client. Let's create an invoice for this project. So let's just save it. Let's make it now. So this is invoice. Now we can view it, and we have all the options here. If you want to download the invoice, if you want to edit it, if you want to add payment to it, and if you want if you want to send the payment link to the client, they can pay on it. Like we have two options enabled here, PayPal and Stripe. So they can pay through Stripe or PayPal. And we have also added Razorpay. It's in beta right now, and we'll be adding 2 more gateways, Molly and Authorize.net soon. You can also send this invoice, the payment reminder for the invoice to the client anytime. So this is how you can also view all the details related to the invoice here. You can email it anytime. You can read the payments. You can copy the public link to share with your client. Let's go to the estimates. So it's created. Danish created it for me. So let's view it how your client will see it. So this is how a client sees estimates. They can download the estimate and see the copy. They can also accept it. They just need to mention first name and email, and then they can sign it and submit it. So e-signature is available for the estimates, for the proposals, and for the contracts. So we are also taking clients. We are also working on taking clients' IP here. So it will make it a legal binding. So along with email, first name, last name, we will also be capturing the IP here while the client when client accepts it. And you can also manage payments here. You have all the power to do the payments. You can add multiple payment methods. You can manage transaction IDs, remarks, etc. You can manage expenses. Team members can create expenses from their own side, as well as admin can create expenses from his own side as well. And for the credit notes, you can create a credit note for an invoice. If you want to refund the invoice, you can add a credit note for it. So this is how you can manage the items in the credit note, and you can then convert this invoice to a credit note. Then comes the contracts feature. So let's say create our first contract. We can add contract type. We can save it. You can also add all the descriptions, etc. here, and once you have all the details filled in, you can send this contract to your client. You can also view it as a client. This is how a client can view the contract. Here you'll see all the details you add for a contract. So they can also sign it just like they sign the estimate. So for contracts as well, we will be capturing IPs as well. Then comes proposals. They are in beta right now, and we do understand that the learning curve for proposals right now is deep. So we are going to change it with some intuitive proposal builder. It will be very easy with ready-made blocks like pricing blocks, etc. So you will be able to quickly and beautifully create your proposals. We will be doing it very soon. So here you can create your proposals right now using this builder as well, but it's in beta and we are definitely going to change it. You can also save the proposal. You can also save and send. You can choose to save and send. You can create multiple templates and choose from them. And also the e-signing was similar, exactly similar, like it works for clients, for contracts and estimates. So here you can manage the proposal templates as well. It's just like creating a proposal. So you can make a pre-built proposal, and then you can use it while creating a proposal. Then comes the timesheet. You will also see all the active timers here. If anyone is working on something, you will see here. You can also manually create a time log. So you just need to select a project, and it's up to you if you want to time log against tasks or project. That's a setting in the setting menu. I'll show you. You need to start it, end date, start hour, and end time. The logs are hours are automatically calculated, and we just need to mention the memo, and time log will be created. Then the next module is ticket modules. Your clients can request tickets from their end, and you can also create tickets here too, here on your end as well. So you can assign, you can add the description, you can add files to a ticket, you can add the channel, you can add, you can assign it to the agents, you can create type, priority, manage things related to a ticket. Then comes the chat feature. For chat feature, we have you can chat with your teammates as well as you can chat with your clients. You just need to enable this option. By default, chatting with client is disabled, so you just need to enable this option in the settings, so you can chat with the client as well as with the team members. Then comes events. You can create multiple events, like there can be seminars. You can change label color for it, wear it. You can say Zoom, you can share a link here, and then you can choose if you want to invite to the event your clients or your teammates, and you just need, we can create it. So event is created, you can see all the details, you can edit it as well. Then comes the announcements. If you want to send any notification to the clients or the teammates, you can send it to announcements. You can send the announcement or notification to the clients, to the teammates, adding and details are required for this. Items are, you can manage a catalog of items here, and then you can use them while creating estimates or proposals or invoices. You can use these pre-available items here. Then we have the report section. We have a task report. It shows some charts and table data, and you can filter the results here using these filters. And you can see a quick report on how tasks are going. And then time logs report, it works similarly, you can filter data. Then we have finance report. Finance reports include all your incomes, all the invoices that are paid are included in the finance report. Then comes the income versus expense. It maps per day income versus expense, so you can see if you're going in profit or loss, how you're doing against income or expenses. And then we have a leaves report, and similarly we have a attendance report. Let me explain now the settings section. It's a detailed section, so it will take a bit of time. So first of all, we have the company settings. We can you can manage default time format, date format, zone the sector here, your default currency. We have all the currencies that are available on Forex website. We have available in our system, so you can use any currency. You can use the system if you're from any part of the world. You can use your currency. Every currency is available in our system. And this time format and the date format that you choose here, it works on the view mode. Like if you choose a time format or a date format and you print a salary slip, that exact date format will be available on the salary slip. So if you're viewing things or you are downloading documents, then these formats will be applied. But as we have lots of formats here, so all of these formats are not available in the pickers. So while you're creating things, these formats are not available. So we use the default formats while creating, but on the view mode or in the documents, you have exactly the same format you have chosen here. Then we have, you can manage your own profile settings, and then we have notification settings. For notification, we have 3 types of notifications. We have just released these push notifications, so we will be making them live in a day or 2. So they will be working. Right now they are not working. So in a maximum in a day or 2 they will start working. We will make them live from our end. So you can send email notifications, you can send Slack notifications. You can also choose what push notifications you want to send. As soon as we enable them from our side, they will start working. So these are your preferences. Based on these, the system sends notification. Like if you have chosen this option, user assigned to a task is set to yes, then as soon as a member is assigned to a task notification is sent to them. Then comes the theme settings. You can customize your theme entirely. Like now I am using the default theme, but if I choose a custom theme, the look and feel is changed, and you can change the colors, etc. here, and you have also the CSS panels here. So you can write all the CSS you want here. This is for admin portal, this is for teammate portal, and this is for client portal. So you can write the CSS here, and it will be applied to your portals. And you can also change some colors here. Then come the payment gateways. We have right now 3 payment gateways: PayPal, Razorpay, and Stripe. Razorpay is in beta, so we will make it live very soon. It's a matter of days, we'll make it live. You can also create some offline payment methods. If it's a bank transfer or something, you can manage it through offline payment method. Then comes the finance settings. Finance settings is related to your invoices and estimates. We have 5 templates right now available for your invoices. These templates are not applied when you are creating the invoice, but when you are sending the invoice to the client, the PDF will always be in the format or in the template you chose. So this template is applied to the documents or to the PDF of invoices, as well as credit notes. And you can manage the tax items, etc. If you have multiple taxes, you can manage here. Then comes the email templates. All the major emails that go out from our system, you can manage the templates here. We have much tags available here. You can use them, and you can manage all the templates. We will be adding more power to it. Like we have some emails that we don't have the template configuration available here, so we'll add an option to configure those templates as well. So here we will be adding more things. Then comes the ticket settings. In the ticket settings, you can manage ticket types, reply templates, so you can use the reply template to quickly reply to tickets, ticket channels, etc. Everything you can manage here. Related to project settings, if you want to send automated reminders, if you want to check this box and set it to yes. For attendance settings, you can set office start time. So if someone clocks in after the start time, they are marked as late. You can set office end time, holiday mark time, half day mark time, late mark time. So after how many minutes you will count an employee as a late comer. So you can also manage the maximum check-ins. You can manage the clock in and clock out with the IP address. So if you want to restrict your employees to clock in and clock out only when they're inside the office, so they must be using a specific IP address, you can use this option. You can also use this location radius. If you are clocking in or clocking out through their mobile app, mobile device, so you can restrict the radius through this. And if you want to allow them to clock in and clock out, you can manage it through here. So related to the attendance, every setting is available here, you can manage it. Then comes the leave settings. You can manage the leaves here, leave types, etc. here. Payroll, we have already, I went through this. You can manage the compensation, reductions, earnings, deductions. If you want to add to a salary group, etc., it will be added to their salary slip. You can manage it. You can also manage the tax slabs and payment gateways, etc. So after payroll comes the custom fields. So right now we have custom fields available for clients, for employees, for projects, and for leads. So we will be making these custom fields available for, very soon for invoices and estimates. So we have already received requests for enabling custom fields in the invoices. So we will enable them in both invoices and estimates, maybe contracts as well. Then we have these custom web hooks. You can select an event: client creation, lead creation, invoice creation, estimate creation, and just add an URL here. Add a URL here, and we will send the payload to that specific URL. We are already improving the payload for the requests, so that we can send in the payload as much data as we can. So we are already working to improve the payloads. Then comes portal settings. These are very important settings. Like you can manage all the modules you want to manage in your portal. This is the admin portal settings. So you can, if you want to disable any module you don't want to see here, you can manage it here. And also for the teammates portals, you can manage everything you want them to see. So right now I have enabled everything for the teammates portal as well. And for the clients as well, I have enabled everything. But you can see if I log in as an employee, I don't see everything here. Okay, so for this, we have another setting, roles and permissions. So even if our portal is on and portal setting is on, it's available for the employee portal. You need to manage the permissions here. So if an employee doesn't have permission for something, they don't see it on their side. So you can, this is a very powerful module, and you can manage every permission you want to give to your teammates. If you want to add clients or not, if you want them to view clients or not, if you want to allow them to update, delete, and you can also, there's an option to select everything. So let's say we are giving every permission to them. So if I go to client portal now, I should have everything here. So now I have all the options here, and my clients and my employees can do everything here. So this, we need to be careful about when we are managing, when we are setting these roles and permissions. So based on this, these roles and permissions, clients, your teammates have access to different things. Then we have chat settings. Here's the option if you want to allow it between the teammates and clients. If you want to allow between client and admin, you can choose the settings. Then we have storage settings. By default, you are using Agile storage. The quota that you get with your AppSumo deal is 100 GB for one code. So it's Agile storage. So usually you won't want to change it. But if you want to use your own storage services, you can use Dropbox, you can use Google Drive, or you can use your own AWS storage. Let's say you want to use Dropbox, you can just set the token here, and all your files that you create onward will be sent to your Dropbox storage. And for Google, we need client ID, secret, and refresh token. And for AWS, you need these 4 fields. Then come the lead settings. You can manage lead sources, lead statuses here. And timesheet settings, if you want to log time against a project or a task, if you want to stop the timer automatically after the office time, then there we have a feature for the approval as well. If you check this option, the time logs are not automatically approved. So if an employee logs a time span, then the admin will have option. Then an admin will have to approve it. They can disapprove as well if they want to. Then come the task settings. If you allow this option, if you don't allow this option, your employee, if they're not assigned to something, to a task or project, they cannot run their timers. But if you allow this, if you set this true, your employees can create tasks for themselves and start their timer. Then comes the white labeling part. You can configure your custom SMTP here. So if you click the update and it saves successfully, it means your SMTP settings are correct. Then comes the custom domain. I'm already using a custom domain. I have already white labeled my portal, so there's no mentioning of Agile. It's client.separately.com. So you just need to point your CNAME to my.agile.app and then update it and check DNS. If it says it's synced, you can update it, and we will automatically provide SSL for your custom domain, and it will be totally white labeled. Then comes the API. We also have a public API, and the documentation is available here. My.agile.app. For site developers, if you visit this link, you will see all the documentation of our API. So you just need this API key to send the request to our API. Here's our documentation. We have right now 10 to 11 endpoints. for the API, and we understand that we need to enhance it more. So we are working to add more endpoints to our API. Like right now, we don't have an endpoint to log time. So we will add that endpoint and more as well. So we are going to enhance API as well. So right now the limit is 1200 requests per hour. And then come the integrations. We have native integrations with all these powerful platforms. And then we have our Zapier and Integromat integration available as well. And they are both available through Invite. So if you click the integrate now, you're taken to the Invite link, and then you can use it to create your apps, etc. So they are both available through Invite. And today we released our lamp list integration as well. So it was just before the webinar we released it. So you can, looks like there's something wrong with it. So it's in beta right now. So we'll test it again on the live. Let you know. So the lamp list is working as well. You can integrate it with your lamp list accounts, and it will sync your leads to your lamp list account, and it will sync leads from your lamp list account to Agile. It was similarly exactly like Automize. You just need to pull lists or campaigns first, and just choose a list, and to sync the leads to Arc, you will choose a list to sync leads from. So from integrations, then comes the GDPR part. We are GDPR compliant, and also we allow you to be GDPR compliant for your clients. So you can enable GDPR for your clients and leads. You can create consents, etc. here. You can enable all the rights here. You can create terms for your clients and everything. And you can also create multiple consents if you want to clients or leads to opt into a consent. You can create it here. So, and then we have this, I would like to change my theme. And at the last, we have this dark mode available. So you can use it as well if you want to. From the employee side, it just give you a quick overview from the dashboard. You can see, you can manage clock in and clock outs. You can, if you have the permission, you can manage clients and leads. If you have permission, you can manage HRM. You can create tasks, etc. for yourself. And then you can also run your timers here. So you can start your timers from the employee side. So we have received a request to enable this timer option on the admin side too. So we will soon enable that too, so that admins can directly log their time from here, and they don't have to go to log in as employee to log in there to log their time. So for languages, we have these 5 languages right now, but we are planning to add 5 more. And if we receive more requests for more languages, we will add them too. But right now we have 5. We will be adding 5 more. So, and from the client side, as I said, they can see everything related to them on this side. So they can view an invoice, and they can pay this invoice from their portal or from the public link that we share with them. And also they can download this invoice and see the details. And also it works similarly for the estimates and contracts, for contracts. Also they can create a ticket from their end. So the client can request tickets, etc. on their end too. So this should be all from my end, and we can take the question now.
Let's do it. Sumolings, if you have any more questions, go ahead and leave those in the Q&A box. We have been getting some answers from the team already, so that's great. All right, the one question that has not been answered is, do I add the subdomain CNAME record through my domain registrar or current host?
It depends on your domain registrar. If you will have to go to your DNS zone settings. So you need to check. I think they are available with the domain registrar, your DNS zone setting. So you need to check it with your registrar, and if you can configure your DNS, you can just go to DNS configuration and add a CNAME for it. So DNS zone is usually available with the registrar, so you can check it with them.
Awesome. And again, yeah, all of the questions had already been answered that were in this Q&A box. So I'm just going to go through a couple that maybe we get a lot of with AppSumo. The first thing I want to ask you is, can you tell us what you're excited about that's going to be coming up with Agiled in the future?
Okay, yes. So the most requested features and Sumolings have given a very, very useful feedback that's helping us to improve things on our end. And we are using it to improve our experience, improve our features a lot. So thanks for that to all the Sumolings. And so the most requested features right now are, we have like a request for the file manager. We need to introduce a file manager. Right now, you can share the files with the client, or client can share files with you through projects, but they want it to be more easy. So we will introduce a file manager feature soon. And then regarding integration, we have QuickBooks, we have Xero, and we have Aura coming very soon. Regarding the proposals, we are totally revamping it using a very intuitive and easy to use proposal builder with available blocks, pricing tables, etc. So you can just quickly create the proposals, and there shouldn't be any learning curve there. So excited about the proposal, excited about the integration that are coming very soon. And also we have requests for like embeddable forms. This is one of the most requested features. And then onboarding flows for the clients. So, and customizability on the clients, and like they want to customize what their clients see, what the menu items their clients see. So the customizability on the client side, the proposals, the file manager, the embeddable forms. So, and we are going to work on them.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah.
The next question we have is, can you elaborate on the reseller option that will be available soon?
Yes, as most of people already know what a reseller program is. If you are part of Agile as a reseller, you can create sub accounts in your Agile account and send it, white label them and resell to your clients. Our feature is already in development. It's not live yet, but we are already receiving applications. So we are going to make our reseller program live in a week, in few weeks, not a week. And right now we don't have all the functionality there. We are working on it. Like we have already created a portal for the resellers where they can log in and track their codes they want to resell. But there's not, all the functionality is not available there. So we are working on it, but we will soon allow resellers to come and join their portal. Although there won't be much functionality available, but it will start appearing soon. So we have already received applications for that. So we will approve them very soon. They can come and log into their portal and track their codes, and then they will start seeing all the functionality very soon.
Awesome. All right. A question is, will clients have a way to create their own account?
Right now, no. They cannot create their own account. You have to create them on your admin side and send them an invite. But maybe when we introduce embeddable forms, you can just use a form for that, and clients can fill it, and they are created as a client in your in your account.
Awesome. How many codes should AppSumo stack for resellers?
They can stack as many codes as they want. There's no limit.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. We have a question about can you edit the invoices?
Yes, you can. Anytime you can edit the invoices.
All right. Can you, the invoice templates?
You cannot edit the invoice templates right now. Maybe we will add this power soon, but right now we are focused on adding more templates, and you can use one of those templates, but you cannot edit them right now.
Awesome. Those are all of the questions that we have here. Somebody did ask, is this available to watch later? Yes, it is. The replay will be available on YouTube. You can watch this as many times as you want. All right. We got a couple more. Can you add an additional expense in an invoice?
In the invoice, you can manage the items. So yes, when you are editing an invoice, you can add any additional expense, yes.
Awesome. We have a question here that's for specifically the AppSumo team, and I feel bad because I don't completely know the answer. So this anonymous attendee who just sent in a question about refunding a tool so that they can get Agiled, yay! I am sorry, I don't know. I think you can pay with AppSumo credits, but I feel I don't want to be quoted. Okay, we have a question again. Can we also have storage on pCloud?
Right now, no, but we will, if we get enough requests for it, we will add it to our integration. So maybe you will be able to.
Awesome. We're getting comments in the chat room that says, where people saying that they love the UI. It's the best they've ever seen. People are saying thank you. They do want the pCloud thing. Okay.
Thanks so much.
Yeah, wonderful. Another question that just came in, and I think this might be our last one, but we'll see. Sumolings, this is your cue. Go ahead and send them in. Can we add all types of expenses in Agiled? I mean, can we create a type of balance sheet?
Right now, we don't have advanced accounting features. Just you can create any expense you want to create an Agile, but we don't have like accounts, etc. right now to categorize expenses in them and then get a balance sheet. But yes, this is on our mind, and we will be introducing accounting features soon. And this is on our roadmap too.
It's truly, truly going to be all in one. All of the things are going to be in here. It's incredible. And how secure is the Agile platform? What measures do you follow?
All the industry standards to make sure the security of our users and the data, we are following them. We are using Amazon Secure Servers and making sure everything is safe and secure. All the industry safety measures that are available, we are taking them. And for the data transmission protocol, we are using SSL for every, as you can see, for every client portal, every white label account, all the data is encrypted, and even our data available in the Amazon server is encrypted as well. And we are using firewall as well.
Awesome. Does the invoice allow for the value-added tax?
Yes, you can create any type of tax, VAT or GST, any type, but it's available right now per line item. You cannot add a tax overall to the invoice, but you can add it to the line item, and then it is added to the invoice.
Cool. Is the data stored with Amazon or distributed elsewhere?
It's with Amazon.
All right. Is your platform security like the one Talify uses? I'm not sure if you know what they use.
No, I'm not sure about it.
I don't know what they use either. I'm sorry, Michael. I don't know that I can answer that question. All right. Again, those are all we have. Every time I say that, we get a couple more. So this is me waiting just a second or two longer until okay, I'm going to come back on and I'm going to close this out. All right. Thank you so much, Sumolings, for all of your questions today. And of course, thank you, Assad, for answering all of those and for taking us on a tour. And I know
My
that
pleasure.
there is somebody else from your team. I forgot his name. I'm sorry.
Done.
I, thank you for answering all of the questions. There are so many questions that have come in, and I hope that Sumolings have gotten their answers. If you have not, you can leave more questions, of course, on the deal page. But also on the deal page is where you can redeem your codes. Again, Agiled is starting at just $59 for a lifetime deal, and of course is backed by AppSumo's 60-day guarantee. So you can go ahead and get started, get set up, and see how it works for you. Let us know in the comments. We love to see your reviews. And yeah, it sounds like people are already loving the product. So why not give it a shot? Thank you so much, Assad, for joining us.
Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And Lindsay, to you.
Absolutely. All right, everybody. Have a good one. Y'all are awesome. Bye.